This video is in response to a Be Good. How come I can never remember what 4,000? I think it used to be 2,000. I'm not sure. So he actually said that we should talk about things we've discovered to help ourselves recover and heal. And I've mentioned before on this channel that I've discovered singing is an excellent way. Singing is also a good way to burn off energy if you have ADHD, which is another one of my issues, as I've spoken tonight. You can actually stand in one spot, but if you sing for an hour, you're going to get tired. And I think it's the only thing I can think about where you stand in one spot and you breathe and it's exhausting. So, and it makes you feel like an angel. You think about singers on stage, they look like they're shining. There's a reason for it. It's a very natural, instinctual activity that children do, naturally. So this is my recommendation for anyone undergoing depression, anxiety, trauma, just looking for a hobby they can do or some way to express themselves, especially if they're getting older, like I am, and I could learn. Like I learned how to dance last summer, but I wouldn't recommend learning how to dance because there's a lifespan. Not only is there a lifespan, like when you get at some age, you'll want to stop dancing, but I felt it hurt my back. I couldn't dance for a year or 6 months. So, it's great, but you got to find a spot. You've got to be alone. It's not the same thing like singing where you can do it anywhere, anytime. And people enjoy it. When you dance, people think you're an idiot. Even if you're a great dancer, it's annoying. Alright? Singing is not like that. So I'm going to show 2 channels below. I'm going to link to them. One is Ken Tamplin, and one is Justin Stoney, New York Vocal Academy. And these guys are like angels. They are so nice that even if you didn't want to learn singing, if you watch these guys for one video, you're going to want to learn how to sing, because they are the nicest guys I have found on the internet. And it's probably because they've been singing their whole life, and so they're always feeling pretty damn good, because when I sing, I feel good. I feel good. It almost, well, it doesn't almost never, it never fails to put me in good spirits. And it's a skill that, another good thing about singing is that unlike a lot of skills that you get good at and then you're good, with singing you always have to keep it up. That's why a lot of singers we know who are really good singers at one time, today if you hear them, you're like, what happened to his voice? People will say it's from smoking. It's not from smoking. Plenty of young guys smoke. It's from not practicing. You've got to practice. The muscles in your throat they're like muscles really in your hand, in your arms. You've got to keep building them. You don't just build your muscles and stop. But a lot of skills, you can stop really, like even dancing. I'll tell you, I learned how to do dance steps, and now I don't really have to practice. It's just kind of there. It's like riding a bike. Singing is not like that for anyone. So I highly recommend it. So watch these 2 guys. And at this point, I'm going to try to give you a few lessons that I've learned that I really find key, that were just mind-blowing because I never knew anything about singing. And maybe this will work, and if this doesn't come across as very intelligible, then ignore it. But I feel it's important because I was just freaked out, especially this first one. This is the most, this is just so cool. Okay, I'm going to just take like a Stairway to Heaven. Okay, everyone knows that song. Someone used to say, dude, can you sing Stairway to Heaven? I would have gone, there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and I would have thought that was singing, but that's not singing. Because you see what I'm doing is I'm raising my larynx. This is the way you sing, and this is the first step that you might say, oh my God, that sounds so different. Maybe I can learn how to sing. Just talk. Don't raise your larynx, right? This is how I talk. This is how I would sing Stairway to Heaven. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Isn't that better than there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold? There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. You see, I'm just talking, but that's the way people sing. That's the first step. That is the base of it. It works for every song. And it's when I watched that video and I tried what I just tried for you that I was like, oh my God, maybe I can learn how to sing, because suddenly every song I was singing was sounding okay. Like I don't really, I can't think of another song off Hallelujah or something. Like I would have gone, I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. Okay, but now I go, I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't. I mean, that's not my singing, but that's like how you base it out. And I'll give you another thing. When you sing, you don't actually sing from your, like I'm singing now, the way I just did. That's wrong. Where I go, I heard there was a secret chord. Because you don't talk. We talk from over here, but we actually sing from over here. Just like a parrot. A parrot talks from like this part. So you actually do this. I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? You see? I'm talking, but I'm talking from over here. So you kind of have to put your head so it's balanced, and then you can talk, and then you can sing. I mean, what was it? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. As opposed to the old way, I would have gone, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. That's not singing, man, you know? Let me try a third tip. I mean, I have about 10 that really changed everything. And those are two. Talk and speak from here. And I suppose another one I'm going to tell you, it's pretty basic. Don't just talk. Make sure you're using your voice and not the voice of the singer. This is a problem I still do all the time. And I watch myself on my video and I go, dude, you're not singing like you're singing like fucking Robert Plant. For example, let's give a Robert Plant, what was it, Stairway to Heaven, right? Sing, I'll do everything right, but I'll sing like him. So I'll go back, I'll sing from here, I'll talk, and I'll sing like Robert. I'll sing the way, I'll make the mistake. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Okay? So there, it's like, okay, well, I did everything kind of right, but I was using his voice. Now I'll use my voice. And you'll see how much better it sounds. Because my mouth is already formed from my voice. I'm not trying to do something with the muscles that it never had to do before. Now I'm going to do it again, my voice. Really my voice. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Okay, that wasn't great, but hopefully those three things maybe give you a little inspiration to go watch Ken Tamplin and Justin Stoney, and maybe you'll watch videos that describe things that totally contradict what I just said. Maybe what I just said is wrong, but those have made, I mean, the way I understand, those have just made a huge difference. I mean, another one is when you sing, you have to go into like different parts of your head. Well, okay, I'll stop there. I'll let these guys do the work. I'm not a singer. I'm just learning. Good luck. It is the best thing for your mental health. I mean, look at me. Look how much I'm smiling. Go for it.